to what people call is preemptive prosecution. So most of these prosecutions, you know, like 95% of them, where basically people have been convicted when they actually pose no actual danger. So people are targeted, pushed, and manipulated by the FBI to perform plots and ideas set up by the FBI. In the case of Sami Osmakac, the FBI pushed him for a long period of time, gave him money to buy their fake weapons. And so these sort of things have been going on for years and years. And what this shows is that there's actually targeting people for not for breaking the law, but targeting those because of their beliefs, because of their nationality, because of their ideology. And then they spend, the government spends years and years in recording people, pushing them with informants and agents, and sometimes even getting them to carry out plots. And so for the case of Sami Osmakac, which happened here almost 10 years ago, the FBI spent over 10 years with over 400,000 recordings of phone calls, all because he was Palestinian and he was a civil rights leader. And a jury at this very courthouse saw through the government's lies and found him not guilty. And so instead the government punished him, even though he was found not guilty, and had him under house arrest for 5 years. Luckily now those charges have been dropped. And so, you know, people can now really see that that case was bogus. For others, the government uses scare tactics and unrelated material to sway the public to find them guilty. And unfortunately, most are found guilty. For Sami Osmakac, it is much more than entrapment. It's a link in the chain of repression. He, like so many others, has been locked away because of who he was. He's a Muslim man and targeted for his beliefs. His targeting, like others, comes from the role that the U.S. plays around the world. The hundreds of cases in the United States is done for a purpose. It's done to justify wars and occupations in the Middle East, and also to scare Muslims, Arab Americans, and activists from speaking out against those wars and occupations. So we, as activists, as organizers, as people, need to stand against this. We're saying that the trial of Sami Osmakac was bogus and based on entrapping a man with severe mental illnesses. We stand against this and the hundreds of prosecutions like this. And more importantly, we stand against the government targeting Muslims, targeting Arab Americans, and anti-war and international solidarity activists in the United States. Thank you. Now we're going to hear from Sami Osmakac.
Good morning. My name is Sami Osmakac. I'm here to speak about my brother. My brother got sick around 2009 of August, and ever since that, beginning of 2010, the FBI has been around him. They don't want to admit in the court what's going on. They're saying they started following him since September 2011, but this is a lie. Since beginning of 2010, they've been around him with 118 agents and informants working on him. And everything that my brother knows about religion is coming from them. He didn't know nothing about religion until he got sick. Everything he knows, the videos, the audios you hear, everything, somebody's behind in the background telling him these things, offering him money. In 2010, the same CS Edge, they didn't come to court, but they used his audios. He offered my brother and a friend of him to go and fight in Afghanistan for $20,000. And he was working since 2010 to get my brother to do stuff over and over. Every day they kept calling him, and they separated him from us. They were telling him, because we're not believers like him, you need to stay away from your family and everything. This is all from the government, from behind the scenes. And when we came to court, we seen everything they're trying to hide. And I've read so many other stories. It's exactly like my brother's. I'm not allowed to talk too much about it, but I just wanted to come and say we're still working on the appeal right now, and I hope it goes through so the truth comes out.